Hello, 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 my YouTube subscribers. Hello, how are you today? I hope all is well with all of you, and I thank you once again for tuning in to Celebrity and Variety Talk with Josie Latimer. I am here to bring you another story. Do you guys remember the hot felon prisoner named Jeremy Meeks that actually received his fame from his mugshot from prison? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Jeremy Meeks, remember he originally was in prison, and I had no idea that he had already served, okay, on the term of prison sentence that he had when he got out with his mugshot. He was only in there for like 20, I think 27 months or so. But prior to that, I didn't know he had been in prison for 9 years, you guys. 9 years for theft, and that was in 2002. And he also said that he was a gang member. But this picture here went viral. It went viral. He had 75,000 likes, 20,000 comments, and 10,000 shares. That made him go viral. So a Hollywood agency out in Hollywood named Gina, the same agency that represented, remember Octomom, the lady that had all those babies? That was the agency, the Hollywood agency that first noticed his mugshot and actually put him out there. So Jeremy Meeks, he pursued his modeling career, and then he went on to modeling, and he was at a modeling event, modeling some clothes, and he met a billionaire heiress named Chloe Green. Oh my God, he lucked up. And now they have a son together. I wonder what her parents said. But I guess because of the fact that Chloe Green probably is rich and they just want her to be happy. And if she's happy, they're happy for her. And possibly he could have changed, because now he's so rich. I hope that money don't do anything to get him back in trouble. However, I noticed this particular mugshot, it was because he was arrested in prison. He was not outdoorsy into all the bad stuff, not getting high, not getting drunk. Because now, when I look at some of the pictures online, it does not look like this picture at all. Once you get in Hollywood, the partying, going out all night, having fun, that stuff changes you. Because if you look at this mugshot that got him in the door, and if you look at some of the pictures now, oh my God, it's a big, big difference. And it hasn't been that long, so we can't say that it's age. I think it's the partying. Also, his wife worked in the Bay Area where I was, and everybody knew her. And they said she was a very nice person, and she worked at a detention center. Actually, a detention center. She worked at a detention center herself in Oakland, and she was a nurse there. So he had a beautiful wife, and then they had a son together. He had to have some heart in him because she did have kids prior to him, and she was a little older than him. And so, he did have some type of heart to be with her for 8 years. They were together for 8 years there in the Bay Area. But my God, when that money hit him, he said goodbye. Either he said it or Chloe said it, one of the two. One of the two. She probably said, you got to make up your mind. If you're going to be with me, I'll pay for it, because she has the money. Now he's rich, and I hope that money don't take him out. Because as I said, if you look at some of the pictures now, and you look at this mugshot, it's a big, huge, it's a huge, 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 huge difference. But actually how it all got started, there was some pictures that his wife, Melissa, saw him. Melissa saw him on a yacht, and he was kissing Chloe Green. He was kissing her on the yacht, and that devastated her because when he was in confinement, she stuck by him all the way. All the way. And they were married 8 years, 8 long years, and had a beautiful son together. So everyone was very, very upset at that. But I think now people have forgotten about it because, when you get with money, for somehow people, they forget about morals of a situation and they jump to the money. Oh, he have money now. He's with a billionaire heirs. He's this, he's that. And, so people forget about the morals. But that woman, Melissa, still went through pain. I don't care what anybody say. That is so painful. That is painful. And people do have to pay. People do have to pay for what they do. I don't care who it is. Normally, it doesn't last. And now that's what rumor is going around and saying. He was at the Cannes Film Festival, and he was there with, I think he was with someone else. Yeah, he was with, her name was Andreea Sasu. Andreea Sasu. He was with seen with another woman. So rumor is people are saying, well, I didn't see Chloe with her ring on anymore, her engagement ring. And they saw him with this other lady at the film festival. So is it true that he's not with Chloe anymore? And as I said, normally when you do something of that sort, he really don't need Chloe anymore now because he has a baby by her and he has his money from modeling. And so, I mean, this was one lucky prisoner because of his looks. He was I can't believe 9 years in confinement. Oh my God. That's being institutionalized. Once you pass at least about, I would say about 4 years, 5, you are institutionalized, which means it's in the person. A convict is a convict. Because they were saying that Melissa's name, people say, oh, that's the lady that was married to the ex-convict that went viral on the videos. Once you're a convict, you're a convict. I mean, it's just no way around it. I don't care how good you look. I don't care what. I don't care how much money you got. It's like they used to say, you could take the girl out the country, but you can't take the country out of the girl. It's the same thing. But I wish them both all the luck. I really do, because they do have a son. So it's just rumor, and all of this is alleged that he's not with Chloe Green anymore. That they're just, friends because of their child. And as I said, he's the type of person, he probably can just be her friend and still be there for the baby. And the reason he can't with Melissa, because she was truly, truly hurt. And he's the one filed for the divorce, not Melissa. She was still in love with her husband. She was totally in love with her husband, and they had a beautiful son. So I think he worked it out with him and Melissa so that he could have his son. Now, that's one thing I do give him, is that he is a good father, and he did not forget about his son. So I have to give him credit for that. I give credit. I call it like it is. I'm not trying to be on anyone's side. Wrong is wrong, right is right. And that's just the way it is. There's no way around it. So I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just telling it like it is. When you think you're doing something, and Chloe was a young girl. She's younger, much younger than him. I think almost 10 years or something. He's 30-something and she's 20-something. So she probably didn't know any better. Because when you do something like that and fall in love, an older man can make a younger girl fall in love because he know all the moves to make, all the sweet talk to talk. He can talk the talk, he can walk the walk. And especially when they've been incarcerated. My brother told me, he said they know every word to say, because I have a brother that was incarcerated, and he told me they know what to do. And he even said he had pen pals with ladies in prison, and as soon as he got out, they never heard from him again. That's sad, but that's the way it is. And once you've had a brother that's been incarcerated for just about the time that he's been, he knows everything about them. And he told me everything about them. He says they know. He says, Josie, I have seen it all. He says, I'm telling you. He said they think, they scheme, they do everything, and they're very brilliant because they have a lot of time to think. They have a lot of time to think. So hopefully, and then by him being incarcerated, he was young. He probably didn't have the chance to really play like he wanted to. So maybe Jeremy Meeks still have his playtime in him. Because sometimes you'll see him on his look hard. He, like a kid in the candy store. And that's just the way it is. So I wish he get all the play out of him, and I hope him and Chloe, if they're together. Oh, another thing, everybody was just talking about how she looks. People are like, oh my God, he is too good looking to be with her. Oh, she is so ugly, people would say. She is so ugly. Look how handsome he is. They almost call him beautiful. This mug shot. This mug shot. I mean, every woman thought he looked better than them. Really. They thought this picture here was like God. And they said that woman that he got with to leave. Now, Melissa was cute. Melissa was cute. She is cute, rather. She is cuter than the woman that he's with now. And that's why everybody's like, what did he see in her? Well, the girl is a billionaire, man. An heiress to a billionaire. I mean, what else could you see? I mean, that's all I could think of.